Expand design, a roomy cabin, dual-tone interiors, 15 smart utility spaces and a large boot space, all there to expand your life. Welcome to Easy Space.
Well, the political stage is heating up ahead of the Uber Provincial Council polls. Let's take a look at some of the views expressed by politicians ahead of the polls.
Do you know how many motorcycles are there in Sri Lanka? There are 2.8 million of them. There are 800,000 three-wheelers in Sri Lanka. There are 550,000 dual-purpose motor vehicles in the country. They are not the Benz cars that are purchased by the rich people. There are around 500,000 cars in Sri Lanka. The number of vehicles owned by the common man has increased. This is a miracle that we have brought to Sri Lanka.
They have boarded the vehicle called the Alliance and have shifted to the first gear and are speeding. Corruption is moving faster. When we take a look at the speed at which drugs are spreading across the country, it's like 200 to 300 kilometers per hour. This has fallen to such a level.
Someone needs to do something so that they can criticize. No one will criticize you if you remain idle. If there are any flaws in what we do, now is the time to reveal them. With the election looming, they have developed a sudden empathy. Mountains won't crumble just because dogs bark. I won't respond and we won't panic.
Uwe Wallasa is at a decisive juncture. The government has failed to provide milk powder to the children. However, cargo containers with drugs are being imported to the country. Who is doing this? We are living in such a country.
If this government is the government of drugs, prove it. Prove it that this person or this minister is bringing down container loads of drugs and selling it. Can they prove it? They cannot. So whenever there is a drug bust, they call us the government of drugs.